Hello students, welcome to today's class. In our today's class we are going to learn about mean of grouped data. In our previous video we have learned about mean of ungrouped data. In this video we are going to learn about mean of grouped data. And you know what is the difference between an ungrouped data and a grouped data. So let us recall what is the grouped data first. Here you can see some data, that is 11, 4, 27, 18, 18, 3, 24, 22, 11, 2, 22, 18, 11, 18, 7, 29, 18, 11, 6, 29, 11. These are all observations. These are all observations. These observations are listed one after the other. Then this list of observations is called ungrouped data. That is, if you see, each and every observation is listed, then that data is called as ungrouped data. For example, if the given ungrouped data, like if the given observations are grouped like 0.5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30. Here the numbers are grouped, that is from 0 to 5. The numbers between 0 and 5 are taken in one group. The numbers between 5 and 10 are taken in another group. The same way 10 to 15 were taken in another group, 15 to 20 are also taken in another group. Similarly 20 to 25, 25 to 30. So we call this data as grouped data. See 0 to 5, the numbers between 0 to 5 are 3 and one more 4. Yes, there are two numbers between 0 and 5. We have taken the numbers here frequency as 2 because we have only two numbers. Now let us take 5 to 10. In this you can see 6 is one number, 7. These two are only the numbers between 5 and 10. So we have taken the frequency as 2. Similarly, the numbers between 10 to 15 are 11, again 11, 11, 11 and 11. There are 5 numbers between 10 and 15. So we have taken the frequency as 5. Now let us check 15 to 20, the numbers between 15 to 20. 15 to 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 numbers again, so we have taken frequency as 5. Now let us check 20 to 25. There are 24, 1, 2, 3. That's all. There are 3 numbers, so we have taken frequency as 3. 1, 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 numbers again, so we have taken frequency as 3. Now let us see how to find out the mean of grouped data. Here if you see mean of grouped data, you have formula x bar equal to sigma fx by f into x by n. What this x bar means? X bar means nothing but mean. We represent mean with x bar. What is f indicates? Frequency of each class. Let us suppose here these values are called frequencies. That means these are all represented with f, frequency of each class. Now what is x means? X means we have to find out x value can be find by taking the mid value of the given class interval. How do we obtain the mid value of the given class interval? For that we have a formula, x equal to lower limit plus upper limit by 2. Now let us check for the first one here. Here if you see, the lower limit here is first case. Here in this case lower limit is 0, upper limit is 5. Now how to find out mid value, that is x value, is lower limit plus upper limit by 2 equal to 0 plus 5 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2 equal to 2.5. Therefore x value for this one is 2.5. Now let us check for the other one. Let us check for second class, that is 5 to 10. Here the lower limit is 5 and the upper limit is 10. X equal to lower limit plus upper limit by 2 equal to 15 by 2. 15 by 2 will gives us 7.5. So for the second one mid value is 7.5. Similarly for the third one we'll get 12.5. Next one we'll get 17.5, and for the next one 22.5. For the last one 27.5. This is how we find out x value for the mean. So x will be x bar equal to mean. Okay, x will be upper limit plus lower limit by 2 or lower limit plus upper limit by 2 is nothing but x equal to mid values. Now sigma fx, what does it mean? Sigma fx. Sigma fx means first we have to multiply frequency and mid values, and then we have to add up all the frequencies and mid values obtained in the total groups. Okay, let us first do an example so that you will understand better. Now look at this example. Here the first class is 0 to 4 and the second class is 5 to 9, third class 10 to 14, 15 to 19. Now how to find out the mid value? 0 plus 4 by 2 is nothing but 4 by 2 will gives us 2. This is class interval, this is mid value x. For this one 5 plus 9 14 by 2 7, 10 plus 14 24 by 2 12, next 15 plus 19 34 by 2 17. So here we got all x values, that is mid values. Now let us find out frequencies. Those are all given in the question itself. These are the frequencies. F equal to For the first one frequency is 10, for the second one frequency is 12, and the third one it is 6, and fourth one it is 2. Now according to the formula here, we have to find out sigma fx. Fx is nothing but f into x. Let us first find out f into x here. F into x. Here 10 into 2 equal to 20. Next one 7 into 12, or you can write 12 into 7 also. 12 sevens are 84. Next 6 into 12, 72. Next 2 into 17, 34. Now we got product for all the product of frequency and mid values for all the classes. Now let us find out sigma fi. Sigma fx, that is sigma fx is nothing but addition of, sigma indicates summation. Summation means addition of all these. When you add all these, we'll get 10 here, and 11 plus 7 18, 18 plus 3 21. So 210 is the sigma fx value. According to the formula of mean, x bar equal to sigma fx by sigma fi. Yes, that means we have to add all these frequencies also. 10 plus 12 is 22, 22 plus 8 is 30. So we got sigma f equal to 30. Now let us replace the values here. We'll get 210 by 30. After cancellation we'll get 3 1s are 3 7s are equal to 7. The mean of the given group of data is 7. This is how we solve problems when group of data is given. Now let us see one more other example for this one. Here in this example we have class. Here the classes are given 0 to 30 and 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 120 to 150, 150 to 180, 180 to 210. These are nothing but class intervals. These are all class intervals. Next, and the frequencies are given 2, 3, 5, 10, 3, 5, 2. These are all nothing but frequencies. Now how do we get this mid values? Is just by taking the upper limit plus lower limit. For the first one we can see 0 plus 30, 0 plus 30 by 2 equal to 30 by 2 equal to 15. So this is 15. The similar way we will get the remaining also. 30 plus 60, 90, 90 by 2 is 45. 60 plus 90, 150, 150 by 2 is 75. 90 plus 120 equal to 210, 210 divided by 2 equal to 105. In the similar way we will get the remaining values also, 135, 165 and 195. Our next step is to find out the product of frequency and mid values. In the first class the frequency is 2 and the mid value is 15. So 2 15s are 30. Okay, in the same way again 3 into 45, 3 into 45 is 135. In the similar way 5 into 75 is 375. 10 into 105 is 1050 and 3 into 135 is 405. 5 into 165 is 825 and the same way 2 into 195 is 390. So we got all the product of frequencies and mid values. Our next step is to find out summation of this frequency, product of frequency and mid value. So after adding up all these values we got a result as 3210. And again, according to the formula, here you can see the formula, mean x bar equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Sigma fi is nothing but summation of all the frequencies. When we add up all the frequencies here, we got 30. So this can be written as sigma fi xi is nothing but 3210 here, and by sigma fi is 30. After cancellation, we got the result as 107. This is the final result, that is nothing but the mean of the given data. This is the way to find out the mean of ungrouped data and also grouped data. For an ungrouped data, directly we will take all the given observations and we will take the sum of all those observations and we divide with number of observations. Whereas coming to grouped data, we have to find out the mid values for the given class intervals by taking lower limit plus upper limit by 2 for each class, and we obtain the value of mid value. Then we have to multiply it with frequency. Frequency of each class is to be multiplied with mid value of the same class. In the same way for the second one and for the third one, and so on. At the end of the, after completing all the product of frequency and mid values, we have to take summation of all those values of product of frequency and mid values. Then after that we have to take the sum of all the frequencies given in the question, and we have to divide the product of frequency and mid value, the summation of product of frequency and mid value with summation of frequency to obtain the mean of grouped data. This is all the procedure to find out the mean of a grouped data. Hope you all understood. Try to solve as many problems as possible, because this topic is very much important for class 10th also. So if you learn now, that will be easy for you to do easily in the next year. Okay, the remaining problems we'll see in the next class. Thank you all.